Yo, what up? My name is Don, and today we're going to be checking out Future and Metro Boomin's Like That, featuring Kendrick Lamar. This is a song that came out March 22nd, and this is the song that set the stage for the entire feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. So I'm really interested to see what this gets into, everything that's said, and finally to wrap up the journey of me reacting to this entire battle from the end to the start for some reason. But without further ado, let's hop right in and get to Future and Metro Boomin's Like That. Here we go.
Gotta find my joint up on this bitch. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. 2 times. Yeah. Sticking to the code, all these hoes for the street. I put it in her nose, it's gon' make her pussy leak. Pussy niggas told ain't gon' wake up at they sleep. You can't hear that switch, but you can hear them niggas scream. All my hoes do shrooms, nigga, all my hoes do coke. 20 carat ring, I put my fingers down her throat. If I lose a carat, she might choke. I know she gon' swallow, she'll go. Free band, nigga, bring the racks in. Got the shooters in the corner, like the pack in. She think cause she was at it, bitch, she attractive. That's that shit that get you put up at the section. And the model still the same. Ball like I won a championship game. You know these hoes hungry, they gon' fuck for a name. I put her on the game, she get fucked for a chain. Got your girl in this bitch, she twirling on the dick. I got syrup in this bitch, turn up in this bitch. And we bout the irks in this bitch, get murked in this bitch. All these pointers on me, baby, you know it's game time. Bring a friend, bitch, we fuck them at the same time. I'm a different nigga, no, we not the same kind. You can have that look, bitch, you ain't mine. Young dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coughing out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but pay not be legit. No 40 water, tell him. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom. What? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, boom. For all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
Young dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that. Dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that. Came up banging dope, niggas was John slanging powder. Walk in a strip club, make it rain for 3 hours. Locked in and now I got my phantom in my driver. Perked out, took chances in my hood like Nevada. Surfed out outside, white interior lasagna. 100,000s, I just cashed out on designer. Got a devour, nigga, I learned in the jungle. Once I said it's low, that's $1 million in a week.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Even as someone who doesn't listen to any of these artists, I can unequivocally say that Kendrick Lamar is by far the best part of that song. I don't wanna ever hear Future and Metro Boomin again. My brain is just like, how are these people rich? I'm being 100%. And I'm supposed to sit here after all of that and be like, "Okay, so, Metro Boomin is the producer?" That beat sucked. That song musically sucked. It sucked hard. That song musically was the worst beat other than, like, I think it's, not Euphoria. I'm not sure if it's one of the ones that Kendrick Lamar did, that I first reacted to, so it would've been, one of the last songs that got traded in the back and forth where, again, it's just like it almost sounds like slam poetry, honestly, to, like, some random beat. That one's a bit off, but this beat for being, like for actually trying to be a produce that really sucked, that, like, hard. And again, I'm not, my titles might say metalhead reacts, but like I grew up on hip hop, right? I've listened to tons of rap, tons, and I still listen to rap and hip hop. But that sucked. That was wow, oh my god. Okay. I don't know what it's like that's his first time touching a MIDI piano. That was like just irritating to listen to. Kendrick Lamar was by far the best part of that. At least he doesn't mumble rap like the other two. Honestly, they mumble rap and they use autotune. Yeah. I don't wanna ever hear those 2 again. Ever. Absolutely horrendous, those other 2. God, just embarrassing. Okay, so, um, I there on this song, for the Genius lyrics, there is annotation on Kendrick's part more than anything, so I will give my opinion on most of the rest of the song, and I have to listen to it again. God, envy. Okay, here we go. This is us getting into "Like That" by Future and Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar. It doesn't say featuring, it just says it's by him too, so whatever. Here we go. This beat is so bad, it's not even funny. I thought I was gonna go into something. I was ready to headbang to it at this point because I thought that the beginning was gonna go into something that like sounded like Inspector Gadget. Dun, 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 dun. It kind of sounded like that.
I put it in her nose, it's gonna make her pussy leak. Pussy niggas told ain't gonna wake up at they sleep. You can't hear that switch, but you can hear them niggas scream. All my hoes do shrooms, nigga, all my hoes do coke.
Oh my god, this is like I want to like my brain is like punching itself. Okay. Intro Future and the first verse is Future. Um God, it like hurts my soul to try and be amicable about this. Gotta fire up my joint on this bitch. Young Metro, Young Metro, Young Metro 3 times. Yeah. Sticking to the code. All these hoes for the streets. I put it in her nose. It's gonna make her pussy leak. This is just gonna be like half hour of me hating on this dude. And, potentially I'm just scroll down here. Does Metro Boomin say anything? No, it's just Future. Metro Boomin makes the song. And then okay, so Future is probably one of the worst rappers I've ever heard in my life. Um, these lyrics could be written by literally like a 14 or 15-year-old in high school just trying to be edgy. So bad. So bad. Pussy Brothers told ain't gonna wake up out they sleep. You can hear that switch, but you can hear them brothers scream. Or you can't hear that switch, but you can hear them brothers scream. Once again, I've given my opinion on flexing about gun violence and whatever, or trying to be tough behind a gun. A gun is a gun. We all know what it does, right? Like I that one. God, I never want to listen to this guy again, ever, like ever. I feel like I literally lost like 20 IQ points and like 40 brain cells listening to this dude talk. I'm not. I'm seriously not kidding. Uh, One of the most. Wow, unbelievable. What is this dude's net worth? Because like, listen, I'm about to start writing rap. I'm not even kidding. Like, what in the hell? What in the hell? Like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm gonna start YouTubing like Fruity Loops tutorials. And you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm about to come up with my own beat. And here we go. Because you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. All my hoes do shrooms, brother. All my hoes do coke. Good for you, future. 20-carat ring. I put fingers down her throat. Yo, the cringe factor. I can't. It's so hard for me to read this. The cringe factor is so high right now. If I lose a carat, as in one on the ring, she might choke. Uh, uh, uh. I know she gon' swallow. She a goat. Uh, uh. Free band, brother. Bring the racks in.
20
Man, okay. Go ahead, future. Please take the floor, man.
carat ring, I put my fingers down her throat. If I lose a carat, she might choke. I know she gon' swallow, she'll go. Free band, nigga, bring the rats in. Got the shooters in the corner, like the pack in. She think cause she was out it, bitch, she attractive. That's that shit that get you put up at the section. And the model still the same.
Got the shooters in the corner like the pack in. Right. Everybody does, right? Everybody in the rap game does, because that's the measure of how cool you are, right? She think because she exotic, bitch, she attractive. That's what that's that shit. That's that shit'll get you put up out the section. And the motto's still the same. I don't know, man. I'm gonna let it finish. Okay, so that's like the first half of his first verse. I he effectively said nothing. He effectively said a bunch of nothing, just a bunch of nonsense, just a bunch of not. Who listens to this guy? Honestly, 44 million views, bro. How much money is that? I'm like secondhand embarrassed for like fans of his. I'm not even kidding. I'm not. And that's me being nice about it.
Ball like I won a championship game. You know these hoes hungry, they gon' fuck for a name. I put her on the game, she get fucked for a chain. Got your girl in this bitch, she twirling on the dick. I got syrup in this bitch, turn up in this bitch. And we bout to irks in this bitch, get murked in this bitch. All these pointers on me, baby, you know it's game time. Bring a friend, bitch, we fuck them at the same time. I'm a different nigga, no, we not the same kind. You can have that look, bitch, you ain't mine.
Yeah. I this dude would get beat out by Dr. Seuss in a lyrical competition. It's that bad. Ball like I won a championship game. I don't even sure if he's talking about sex or something, because he's been talking about something about exotic bitches attractive and putting fingers down her throat and stuff, and weird. He's okay. So the context of his lyrics is talk about guns, talk about girls. Like, tell me this guy's nowhere near, for people who actually listen to more American rap culture, or more embedded in it. Tell me this dude's nowhere near the conversation of actual good rappers, please. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Somebody help me, please. These hoes hungry, they gonna fuck for a name. I put her on the gang. She get fucked for a chain, as in gang banging. Like, dude's a total degen. Got your girl in this bitch. She twirling on the dick. I got syrup in this bitch. Turn up in this bitch. And we brought the irks in this bitch. Get murked in this bitch. All these pointers on me, baby. You know it's game time. Bring a friend, bitch. We fucked him at the same time. I'm a different brother. No, we not the same kind. You can have that little if she ain't mine. Bro. Wow. 0 out of 10 for the first verse. Like literally 0 out of 10. I'm actually embarrassed for the entire human. I don't know what I don't know. Do we just give things attention because they're terrible now? Like, is it just because Kendrick Lamar is in the song that it did so well? Because like, if he wasn't in this song, can we be completely honest? This song is a hard 0 out of 10. There can't. I'm tripping. I am tripping. Oh my god. What the heck? Like, there are 1 gajillion better rappers if we're talking about the ability to write enticing, intricate, or interesting wordplay and otherwise lyrical content. What the hell? Chorus Future, here he goes.
Young dope dealer selling dope. Is you like that?
Is you like that?
Kicking in doors. Is you like that? Young throw niggas selling
Right.
lows. Is you like that? All 24, you won't go. Is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
Who's the hype man in the background? If you like that, who's that? Is that Metro Boomin? Because at this point he sucks too. His beat sucks, and they both suck together. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Can we get to Kendrick's part already, please? Young dope dealer selling dope. Is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking indoors. Is you like that? Young throwed brother selling loads. Is you like that? All 24 you want goes. You like that? Brothers from the bottom really like that. Stepping on Balenci's. If you like that. Pop another bottle. If you like that. And then post chorus, someone named Michele. He was once a thug from around the way. I guess she comes in and says that here. She? Is that she?
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth.
Okay, we're gonna go back. So this is where it gets interesting. And you know what's hilarious on YouTube is that this is the most replayed part. It's just Kendrick's verse is the most replayed part of the entire song. You can see that the attention literally goes from like Kendrick's verse, and then it just drops off. I appreciate Kendrick's, lyricism. I appreciate his clarity. Honestly, the ability to enunciate words. I don't even care if it's not about ebonics versus, oh, you don't speak properly, it's just like, I honestly feel like I don't know how mumble rappers think they're rapping around anybody. Like, I feel like all mumble rappers have is to talk about sex, which is just lame as hell, and like some form of drugs. Even if rappers who can actually enunciate their words, like, um, let's talk about like Tech Nine songs like Worldwide Choppers, right? Those songs are sick and they're quite fast. And everybody on those songs, even from different languages, the rappers that I don't understand, they're absolutely sick, like sick, right? It's like their ability to cut up words, their ability to actually use words as their tools. And Future over here is like 1+1 = 2. Who? Dude's absolute cheeks, man. This is Kendrick's verse. We can finally get into some of the context of the, what started the whole rap battle. Let's do this.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence.
Okay. So right there, we're just gonna get into the lyrics, because obviously he only has one verse in this song. It's not his whole song. So I want to spend a bit more time on each part. So he said, these brothers talking out their necks. Obviously he's talking about other people in the industry. Don't pull no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Not sure what that line means, so let's read what the annotation says. Kendrick is warning anyone not to say anything that could lead to their demise. Kind of figured. It's just don't pull no coffin out your mouth. Just a weird saying, I guess, a weird analogy. Some would say that this piece is a response to Drake and J. Cole's track First Person Shooter. First Person Shooter mode, we turn in your song to a funeral. Kendrick also uses a homophone with the words coffin and coughing when saying, don't pull no coffin, coughing out of your mouth. I guess he says it in a way that sounds like coughing. I didn't really pick up on that. He says, "I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro." So this is him kind of getting into it now. He said DOT, as in that's his nickname. The money, power, respect. Kind of like um, implying that that's kind of what his name represents. And this is my own interpretation of that. The last one is better. He says, so the annotation says Kendrick makes a callback to his 2012 song, Backseat Freestyle, with lyrics from its chorus. All my life, I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from lead shower. This line is a bold assertion where Kendrick claims superiority over Drake and J. Cole on the other rappers that form the so called Big Three from the hit song First Person Shooter. He uses part of his old rap name, K. Dot, to emphasize that he has the three most important things within the rap game: money, power, and respect. This is also a nod to Derek D. Angeletti, who produced The Locks' 1998 album Money, Power, and Respect. I wouldn't know. I have no idea. Special attention is drawn to respect being, in Kendrick's opinion, the best thing to have as a rapper. Kendrick has had a history of working on more conscious and less mainstream albums like To Pimp a Butterfly and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, with the 5 year wait for the latter album, especially proving that he values quality and reputation over money. The last one is better. It may also be a jab at Drake, specifically, with him having a large amount of power and the most money out of the big three, but lacking the respect given to Cole and Kendrick by many in the rap scheme or rap game, rap scene, whatever. Um, say it's a lot of goofies with a check. Drake has been tied to Nike and the iconic check mark since 2013. I don't I don't know if the annotators, the people who add and provide additional context here don't like Kendrick, but some of them it says Kenny is clearly calling. I'm like, Kenny, okay, so Kendrick is clearly calling out the Jumpman rapper here, while also criticizing others who have undeservedly achieved wealth, aka checks and fame, like social media verification checkmark. Well, well, that's not. Anyways, considering Drake released his 2023 album For All the Dogs just months prior to this track's drop, it's likely that Kenny, it says again, Kendrick is playing on the Disney animated dog Goofy Goof. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar. I choose violence. Kendrick is alluding to the big three, trying to highlight how great each are, like many rappers uh, like many rappers have ever been in eras before. As for J. Cole and Drake, when speaking on the big three, they also claim they are the best. Cole with his Muhammad Ali line on First Person Shooter. As for Drake, claiming he is the modern era Michael Jackson, the best of our time, alluding to tying his records for the most number one hits for a male solo artist. Kendrick also often acknowledges his duality in his music. He commonly refers to himself as Gemini, one of the instances in his feature on Baby Keem's single Family Ties, where he says, "But me, I'm still an old school Gemini." In his 2017 album, Damn, the duality of wickedness versus weakness was one of the main themes throughout the album. In fact, the opening line was, "Is it wickedness? Is it weakness? You decide." In the same context, Kendrick states that he deliberately chooses a violence, i.e., his wicked side, to face Cole and Drake. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. I think this is where we paused, right?
Hey, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water. Tell him. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up.
Okay, we'll pause it there. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. There's no annotation here, but I would assume it's he's talking like he's saying, okay, let's get it up. Let's get it going. Let's get this started. It's time for him to prove he's a problem, aka Drake. Brothers clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water. Tell him. Kendrick prefaces his next set of lines with some wordplay around Vallejo rappers E40 his cousin B Legit, and their group, The Click, which also includes 40's siblings D Shot and Sugar T. E40 and B Legit also clicked up outside of The Click and released their joint. I guess so. They clicked up. They went as a duo outside of the group The Click and released their joint album Connected and Respected in 2018. Kendrick suggests rappers such as J. Cole and Drake are forming a clique or clicking up to go against him, or say they're in his class, but they can't be for real, be legit, or be for real slash be legit. Either they're thinking they're truly on the same level, or he could also be saying that they can't be in their, they can't be their authentic selves on the mic like Kendrick, be legit, and 40 Water. Tying into that, Kendrick could also be responding to those quote unquote first person shooters and saying they're quote unquote clicking together, as in firing empty guns in his direction while making inauthentic claims such as, quote, I'm down to click out on you hoes and make a crime scene. J. Cole also used the term be legit when talking about not having beef with Drake in his 2019 track, Middle Child. Back when the rap game was praying I diss, they act like two legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a brother for nothing. If I smoke a rapper, it's going to be legit. Another layer to the line could be that, um, quote, no 40 water, end quote, is a shot at Drake's producer, Noah 40 Shabib. Guess his nickname is 40, Noah Shabib, who is known for using an quote unquote underwater effect on a number of his productions, which he talked about here, and there's a link for it. Kendrick also gave a shout out to E40 back in 2012 on his Good Kid, Mad City track, Money Trees. Quote, dreams of living life like rappers do, like rappers do, like rappers do. Bump that new E40 after school, way after school, way after school. You know, big balling with my homies, my homies. Earl Stevens had us thinking rational, that's rational. Um, and the next line of the track is, yeah, huh, yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak diss and first person shooter. I hope they came with three switches. This three switches thing, something about a gun, right? I don't know even know. I don't even know. I don't understand. Some gun thing. Kendrick Lamar disses both Drake and J. Cole, directly replying to the latter's line from the 2023 collab First Person Shooter off Drake's For All the Dogs LP. Quote, love when they argue the hardest MC. This is J. Cole's line. Love when they argue the hardest MC is K Dot, is Aubrey, or me. We the big three like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. The three are universally considered to be the greatest mainstream rappers of 2010s hip hop, i.e., the big three as dubbed by Cole. While Jermaine seemed to take a more friendly approach to the debate by collaborating with Drake, Kendrick rejects this civility altogether. In a sense, this is Kendrick standing firm on exactly what he said over a decade ago on 2013's Control by Big Sean, where he famously declared, I'm usually homeboys with the same brothers I'm rhyming with, but this hip hop and them brothers should know what time it is. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Drake, where he name dropped them specifically. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you brothers. Kendrick lets both rappers know that their legacies will not outlive his, comparing his body of work to that of Prince, who outlived Michael Jackson by just under 7 years. The two, while contemporaries of pop music for the better of 2 decades, had a well documented beef that spanned into the public sphere, just as Kendrick is now doing with his two fellow MCs. This also directly responds to Drake's boast in First Person Shooter, where he compares his commercial success to Michael Jackson's. What the fuck, bro? I'm one away from Michael. Brother beat it, brother beat it. You know what? There are notable parallels between the two beefs, which Kendrick may very well be invoking. Kendrick and Prince have been generally acknowledged to have deep artistic value in what they produce, albeit a step below their contemporaries in popularity, while Drake and Michael Jackson have been two of the biggest pop stars in each of their respective eras. On top of nearly collaborating with the late artist, Kendrick explicitly likens himself to Prince on the Mask Off remix with Future, coincidentally, where Lamar says, she said she broke down when Prince died. It's all right. Bitch, my hair down. Prince lived through me. I am Prince. Future's cheeks. I just want to sneak that in there. Absolute cheeks. Finally, Kendrick makes one last call out to the duo by calling them dogs that will end up being buried in the pet cemetery, the title of a 1983 best-selling novel from horror writer Stephen King. It's also a play on For All the Dogs, the aforementioned album of uh, Drake's album that the song First Person Shooter is on. Making further wordplay, Dot compares his ammo to that of a K or AK-47, a much more high-powered weapon than the 9 that Drake and Cole have. which is most likely a 9 mil pistol, while also stringing the two guns together in the line to form K9, a term for dogs derived from their Latin name. K could alternatively be shorthand for Kendrick's K dot moniker. So, you know, there is a point where I start to believe like people are just adding in context or just guessing for the sake of guessing. And so it's hard to, you know what I mean? Like mentally, I got to draw the line somewhere. And I think that um, it would be really interesting to get an interview where the artists themselves are like, this is what I meant, this is what I meant, this is what I meant. Because I honestly believe in at least a handful of cases, the context, it's not that it will be wrong, flat out wrong, but it will be like a bit obtuse, like a bit, a bit like it's adding on or embellishing the story a little bit, or just adding stuff that makes it seem like it's more than it is, right? So I don't know. That's for everybody to decide themselves when they're reading these, the extra context added by just regular old people, you and me and whoever, to genius lyrics. I mean, they get upvoted and whatever, but honestly, the amount of people that add the context versus the amount of people that upvote these is like a literal drop in the pond or a drop in the ocean compared to how many people actually listen to the song. So who knows? Not the song, but the song being like that, and the songs being like all these diss songs that went back and forth. So continuing on, while Drake and Kendrick have been trading subtle shots at each other for years, it's interesting that Lamar has brought Cole into this since the two have generally gone along publicly. They've even teased a collaborative album in fall 2015 by rapping over each other's beats on Black Friday. It should also be noted how Kendrick chose to go after Drake on a song with Metro Boomin and Future, as the latter is a prolific collaborator with Drake. Who, Future? While it's unknown if Future and Drake have active beef, Metro Boomin and Drake have been suspected to have disdain for each other in private. Interestingly, Drake and Cole were on tour together promoting the Formers for All the Dogs and on the It's All a Blur tour at the time of the song's release. So going on, I think we are where are we? I crash out like fuck rap, diss Mel if I had to. Grandmaster Mel was the lead rap producer and songwriter of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Gotcha. The 1970s New York hip hop collective that not only pioneered the art of rapping, but the genre of hip hop altogether. Well, there you go. Grandmaster Flash. I mean, I know him. I know his name. And then there's a picture showing all six dudes in that group: Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Grandmaster Mel being the second man standing left to right. Got you. Now I see what he looks like. Cool, cool, cool. You can check that in the Genius, lyrics for the song. To diss Mel would be dissing rap and hip hop itself, which Kendrick is well aware of and willing to do if necessary. That's a weird line. I don't know. Okay, so let me just read the rest of this. Lamar may be drawing parallels between his beef with Drake and J. Cole and the infamous 2023 beef between Grandmaster Mel and hip hop icon Eminem. What? First time I heard of that. The beef started back in a March 2023 Art of Dialogue interview here, where Mel suggested that M's number 5 placement on Billboard's top 50 rappers of all time list was solely because of racism. What? Obviously, he's a capable rapper. If he was talking about sales, he's sold more than everybody. If you were talking about rhyme style, okay, he got a rhyme style, but he's white. He's white. So now, if Eminem was another brother like all the rest of us, would he be top 5 on the list when a brother that could rhyme just as good as him is ranked 35th? That had records and all that. He's 35. So Mel. Okay, let me read this again. But he's white. He's white. So now, if Eminem was another brother like all the rest of us, would he be top 5 on the list when a brother that could rhyme just as good? So is he claiming like some sort of reverse racism where he's saying that, but he's white, he's white? He's saying because Eminem is white, he shouldn't be ranked so high, but he's also saying because Eminem's white is because he's ranked so high. I mean, it's a beef, right? So obviously that's obviously his take, right? He's saying that he shouldn't be ranked so high. And then this is a quote, right? But he's white. He's white. Who gives a fuck, bro? I'm tired of racism any which way. I'm tired of racism any which way. I don't think I'd be different if I was born in America. I think it's just is dumb all around. Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares? Get over it. This is such a stupid mindset. M would go on to respond with a diss on Realist, a July 2023 track by Easy Mill where M claimed Melly Mel lost his mind to steroid use. Shout out to the Furious Five and Grandmaster Flash, but boy, this is a quote. There is someone who's really furious. Stay out his path, his wrath avoid. And I'll be the last to toy with a juice head whose brain is like half destroyed. Like a meteor hit it. Well, there went Mele Mel. We lost his asteroids. Mele Mel replied with a kickback, quote unquote kickback, in August. Replied with kickback. That's the title of the track. In August 2023 diss track against M that was so poorly received that Mel deleted the track from his YouTube channel and issued a public apology for both the song and starting the beef in the first place. Yeah, you done fucked up. What's wrong with you? Anyways, got two T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning up tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. We've read about this in the ongoing songs, but just to skim over it, Two T's is the director of security at Kendrick's former record label, Top Dog Entertainment, and a close friend of Lamar in general. Kendrick insists on having a bodyguard when making threats, as he's seen many of his more reckless peers die without one. What difference does it make? If people want to shoot you, do you think some bodyguard's fleshy little body is gonna protect you, or is it just because they can shoot back? Like, how's a bodyguard gonna protect you from all angles at once? Uh, a bodyguard, like a single bodyguard, like we're putting our faith in a single person. Bullets can still hit you, as far as everything I know about them says. It doesn't matter if somebody's standing in front of you. You know, what if they have a Desert Eagle? Anyways, um, he's seen his more reckless peers die without one. Two T's was mentioned a while back on 2014's Holy Ghost remix by Jeezy. I don't know who that is, where Kendrick rapped teepees and mansions I rest in two T's and top dog impressed with. Okay. I'm like, did that make sense? He was later shouted out again on Kendrick's 2016 track Untitled 02, 06.23.2014, where he rapped, Two T's told me that I'm the one. I can put a rapper on life support. Cool. Snatching chains and burning tattoos are violent acts meant to strip someone of their respect, which Kendrick, whether figuratively or literally, insists on doing to both Drake and J. Cole. Alternatively, the act may be meant to strip people from their affiliations. In this context, it might be a jab at Drake's OVO label, wherein chains and tattoos are used to show camaraderie. Right. And he says, lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. Um, Interestingly, Lamar mentioned chains and tattoos in a much more sobering tone on Mother I Sober from his 2022 release, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where he rapped, I know the secrets every other rapper sexually abused. I can see him I see him daily, burying they pain in chains and tattoos. Gotcha. And then we're gonna go into the last section of his lyrics. Here we go.
Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom. What? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, boom. All your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these nines. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
I literally don't want to listen to Future's part. It's literally the chorus. Oh, there's one more part with Kendrick Lamar. And then he, for some reason, I don't know. I do not want to listen to Future. I do not know why they don't just end the song after this. Why does Future have to have another chorus featuring Kendrick Lamar, then a post-chorus? It's Michelle saying he was once a thug from around the break, an instrumental break, and then for some reason Future comes back in. Nobody wants to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I'm ending this video after this. No, I'm not. But like, oh god, man. So, if you walk around with that stick, it ate Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Kendrick references hip hop legends Andre 3000 who received attention online for being spotted carrying and playing a flute in various places around the world throughout 2023. However, the stick Kendrick references isn't a flute but a firearm. Considering the context of this being a rather direct diss, it is likely a direct shot at J. Cole. Both Stick and PTSD are tracks from Cole's collaborative Dreamville projects of 2019 and 2022, respectively. In fact, Kendrick may be directly replying to Cole's final line on Stick where he rapped, "But I still treat a ride through the hood like a ride through the woods. Got a stick that I take with me." Kendrick may be daring Cole to confront him, even offering to publicize his location. Uh, since Drake is dissed, since Drake is dissed in the song as well, this may even be a subtle play on Drake's line on Rich Flex from his 2022 project Her Loss, where he said, "I'm steady pushing P, you brothers pushing PTSD. Think I won't drop the location," could also be referring back to when Kanye West infamously doxed Drake back in 2021. Kendrick threatens to do the same as Kanye if necessary. Right. Uh, Once again, I think that there's a large difference between trying to out rap each other, trying to make fun of each other, and then just straight up just threatening each other through songs and thinking that it's cool. That is the lamest shit to me, and I will get to that at the end of the song and kind of go more into my thoughts. So Kendrick ends it with "Motherfuck the big three, brother. It's just big me, nigga, brother, boom." Like it says "bum" in the lyrics, but I think he's just saying like just boom, boom. I don't know. What I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack, brother. Prince outlived Mike Jack, brother. Baum. For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. So again, we already read the context of that with the Pet Cemetery being a Stephen King horror book, but more specifically, he said, motherfuck the big three brothers, just big me. Kendrick Lamar disses both Drake and J. Cole directly, replying to the latter's line from first person shooter. Love it when they argue who's the hardest MC. That's the line that J. Cole said. The three are universally considered to be the greatest mainstream hip hop was 2010. Yes, we read that. I think this is the same context as earlier. Yes, it absolutely is. So this is right before we read the part about Melee Mel. This is that same context, and it's just it's pretty self-explanatory. Um, you can go back and listen to the context that I read, or he just saying like, you know, fuck you guys, it's just big me. He's like, what? Like I'm really like that. Like this is who I really am, right? Prince outlived Mike. Again, he's saying, you know, just like the context said that he's gonna outlive Drake's legacy or whatever. For all your dogs getting buried. Um, so he's talking about Drake's album, which was called "For All the Dogs," I think, or can't even remember at this point. Yeah, it's called "For All the Dogs," and then the last line, that's a K with all these nines, like a canine dog. You can see Pet Cemetery. You're sending your dogs to the, burying you. I got you. And then we go into Future's nonsense here, which I mean, it could just.
Is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors. Is you like that? Young throw niggas selling lows. Is you like that? All
So it
24,
says
you won't go.
Future
Is you like that? Niggas
and
from
Kendrick
the
Lamar here.
front like that.
I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. It says Kendrick and Lamar are
Pop another bottle if you like that.
doing this part together, but I mean, like it's just the chorus from before. There was the little Michelle part, and then we got a little instrumental break here, which is like probably the best part of the entire song instrumentally, but it's absolutely entirely lazy because it's just him holding on a bass beat with that same nonsense 3 notes. I don't know. It's a terrible beat. It really is. Like it really is embarrassingly terrible. We go back to the chorus from before for some reason when he could have just done his little outro. I hate mumble rappers. Like, I can literally say with full confidence, hate.
Walk in a strip club, make it rain for 3 hours. Locked in and now I got my phantom in my driver. Perked out, took chances in my hood like Nevada. Surfed out outside white.
Yeah, he would be perked out. The dude can't even whistle properly. I can't take him seriously. I literally can't take him seriously. We got into the Kendrick part. I think that, obviously it was short, but that was obviously enough to, address some of the already boiling issues between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and J. Cole. Um, yeah, yeah. I guess getting the only song that we haven't listened to now of all of them is going to be the very end one, Heart Part 6. And the reason that I didn't start with that one is because, it says straight up that that's apparently like Drake like softened his blows or whatever. That's like not really so much of a diss track. I will be doing it, but yeah, I I really hope that that song. It says it samples Aretha Franklin's "Prove It," and I mean I don't know Aretha Franklin's entire catalog. I don't know the song "Prove It," but if it's a Aretha Franklin song, I'm assuming it's going to be way better to listen to musically and melodically than the absolute trash beat that I just had to suffer through. I never want to hear that dude's voice again. I swear. I'm like, yes, without Kendrick on that song, I don't know, man. I don't know. Kendrick just could have made his own song. That song is really bad. The song melodically, musically is really bad. Kendrick's rap was on point, and throughout listening to these 7 songs back and forth, and probably like 3 or 4 by each of them, um, they're both pretty skilled. I don't really care to myself to do this whole voting who won. I just don't care. Like, um, you know, I just kind of wanted to find out where this all went, and we got to the bottom of it. And now the last thing to do is just see how Drake wanted to coast off into the sunset with the Heart Part 6, which I know, like, I think the Heart Part 5 is an actual, it's a Kendrick song. And that's Drake, I guess, taking maybe just another slight jab at him in that one. Who knows? But I'm going to struggle the rest of the night with this song like that came out under Future's name and has 44 million views. Bro, 44 million views worth of YouTube money would like change my life right now. And I got this absolutely unskilled, literally eats crayons for breakfast, lunch, and dinner rapper walking around in clothing that is worth more than like everything I own. I cannot. I cannot. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I just I'm like this one is wild, wild. Let me know what you guys think of this song. If you like it, you like it, whatever. I'm not here to argue with you, but I personally think that song sucks. The song itself, the beat sucks. I'm like, that's a 44 million view beat, and however many streams it has on Spotify, and however much other money it's generated. I'm like, bro, people are gonna pay tickets to hear that song. Oh, I'm so embarrassed for the human race. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm done with this feud, man. Heart Part 6 is tomorrow, I guess. I gotta listen to Drake's voice one more time. All right, guys, if you like content like this, if you like reactions like this, honest reactions, please like, share, and subscribe as always. And I'll see you in the next one.